Hi everyone. This video is going to be about going back to basics for skincare. I have a skincare regime and it's pretty simple and it's pretty cheap. You don't need to buy high-end products to have good skin. I have a lot of texture, I have rosacea, and you can see rosacea right here, the redness. Now, I've tried high-end products. I've tried high-end oil of Olay. I've tried L'Oreal. I've tried Neutrogena, which is good, but some of their products can be very pricey. And so this video is getting back to basics, stuff that you do not have to spend a lot of money on. You can find in your local drugstores. You can find their brand names like Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS, and some of the other drugstores. They usually have their own products, and it's just as comparable to the high end. Now, what I do is, when I wash my face to get all my makeup off, I always take I take a washcloth and I use a little soap and water, and I take off all my makeup. What I use is Neutrogena's clear, it's their clear bar. You can buy this at any drugstore. This is buy two, get one free. 2 bars are usually $3, and 1 bar usually lasts me a month unless I'm washing my face tons. I use this on my face and my neck. This is pretty good. I'm not going to unwrap it because I already have one open, but it's very good. It's Neutrogena. It's clear. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on a clear bar, I like these because they don't have additives and they have a lot of good stuff in them. Dollar Tree, if you have one in your area. I have 2 and they both had it in the store. You can get it, and I don't have the box. It's a box and it's a clear soap, and it's called Pearls, and it says on it 200 years of making this soap. It's from India. It's clear. It has a funny root, like a root smell, like when you pull vegetables out of the ground. It's not very offensive, but it's very light. It's some of the ingredients that they have in it. I've used that and it doesn't break out, doesn't make my skin very dry, and I've even used it to wash my hands, and it worked pretty well. After I wash my face with soap and water, what I do is I take 2 scrubs. You can buy these in any pharmacy. This is Equate by Walmart. I've seen them in Rite Aid. I've seen them in CVS. They have their own brand. This is the Apricot Cleanser Scrub. It's got little fine scrubby particles, and it's not too bad. Let me put a little on my hand. And it's not too bad. It's not very harsh, and it has enough of a scrub. I put this on my face with a combination of, and this scrub is only $2, with Freeman charcoal. It's the charcoal gel mask scrub. Walmart, $2. This is the women's brand. What I say is women's because they have one for men, and it says it's a little harsher, and they also have the charcoal mask. I've never used the mask. I've seen tons of videos where it's ripping people's skin and hair, and I've never used a pull-off mask like that, and I don't plan on it. I take this, and I don't use this just on its own, because when you take this and you do put it on your face, it's got particles. It's almost the consistency of raw sugar. When you put this on your face, you're supposed to leave it for 20 minutes if you do this on just this product, and it starts to flake and it starts to come off. I mean, you're sitting there and you look down and it's all over your shirt. It crumbles and it doesn't stay on your face for the 20 minutes. It just starts pulling off. So I take a little bit of this. I have very little left. I take a little bit of this. You can see it right there. I take a little bit and I rub it in with the apricot scrub, and you can see it turns it a gray. It thins out the apricot scrub, which is easier to get on your face, and I leave it on for 20 minutes because I notice it clears out my skin and it stops any breakouts. I rarely have a breakout with any of these products. I don't know if it's, you're trying to use the product. Sometimes I notice if I use the scrub too much, and I don't know why. I notice I'll get a little bumpy. and I don't know if it's because I'm using too much scrub, but I use this after my makeup, and I try to do it every night if I can remember. Usually at night before bed, I wash my face with the Neutrogena, and then I put on oil of Olay. I have a heavier mask. I'm sorry, a heavier moisturizer I put on at night. Then what you could do is, after you get the scrub off, if you're really, really, really into it, you can buy, this is Target. This is the Deep Clean Cream Cleanser Oil Free. Sometimes I use this after all my regime. I use this and then I put on my moisturizer from Oil of Olay. You can also buy moisturizer from Walmart, their brand, and I'm going to show you that also. You can use this. Some people use micellar water, which I always find is expensive. Some people, then after everything, they use a toner. I've never had to use a toner before, so I think I've used it once, and micellar water, I found it to be too expensive. So what I also do after everything is done, during the day I use Oil of Olay Classic, which I bought this on clearance. Usually I buy the Walmart brand All Day Moisturizing Lotion. It has SPF. Everybody, I think, should use an SPF on their face and your neck if you're going to be out during the day, or you're just, even if you're in and out of your house, because you need the SPF to watch the sun damage on your skin. Oil of Olay, I think this was $5 and it was on sale, so I bought it. But it's exactly, when I read, it says it's exactly the same, and this I believe was $2 or less. It's exactly the same. So go with the Walmart brand. And if you can't use SPF, some people, it breaks them out, especially higher concentrations, especially when you're using IT Cosmetics foundation, has an SPF of 50. I've tried their sample and it broke me out. High concentrations of SPF will clog your pores at times. So if you're going to use SPF, really wash your face really good. And so that's all I use. Once in a while I'll buy witch hazel. You have to buy the one that has no alcohol. The one that has alcohol is usually in the drugstores or Walmart for 99 cents. That has alcohol. Some people use it just almost like a toner to put it all over their face and strip everything off to make it squeaky clean. If you use the alcohol, it does dry out and it'll emphasize patches. So what you do is you buy the witch hazel with no alcohol. It's usually $2 or $3. They have different companies. I know one is, I've seen in Walmart, I can't even remember the name. I know it was German or it was something, but it was like $2 or $3. There was also one called Doctor something that was about $3 and it had no alcohol. It's worth it if you do want to go the witch hazel route and really get your face squeaky clean before you put on any moisturizers or your primers for makeup. So that's my skincare routine. I notice it does a pretty good job. I try not to use anything too harsh because it can aggravate the rosacea, and it also, my skin just gets a little, I don't know, I get a little bit of dry patches if I do go too rough. Some people use a cotton round and really scrub in the mask. That's fine, but I don't use any of those tools that some of the beauty brands want you to use, the ones with the scrub brush and really get on. My dermatologist said don't go anything that heavy like a loofah or anything that has brushes, almost like Proactive has that machine, and I know a couple other ones have the machine with the attachments. He said it just aggravates it, it'll cause more redness, and he says it'll cause more splotchiness. So I don't use anything that's harsh if you have rosacea. So that's my skincare routine, going back to basics. You don't have to buy high-end. You don't have to buy, Ulta brand or Sephora brand stuff. Like Dr. Grant and all the other ones that they have. You don't need to do that to have a good skincare routine, okay? Thank you very much for watching my video. None of this was sponsored. All these items you can get usually for less than $5 each, like I said. Please, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video and like my content, please rate and subscribe and leave a comment below so I know that, that if you have any questions, or that at least you could say hi. Hi, I saw the video, all right? Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day. Bye.